Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys. My name's Keith, I'm your DM.
Josh playing as Arlo.
Zenas playing as Grim.
And I'm Brice, playing as Jack Law.
So smooth. Silky smooth. Goes down like barbecue hash. This episode brought to you by Duke's Barbecue, which is, of course, like I said in most episodes, not a sponsor.
But smooth.
Zenas is drinking a Diet Mountain Dew that looks like it's causing him some very...
I believe it insulted his mother.
I've never consumed a Diet Mountain Dew before, so I was looking into what is in it.
There's Diet Mountain Dew in there.
Yeah, well, see, diet things give me headache because
What
headaches
earth do
because
you
they
live
don't have. They have contains phenylalanine,
Yeah.
and it's in my blood that gives me headaches. It's genetic.
He's stuck in a hole!
Anyway,
I like phenylalanine
Somebody
movies.
stop him!
what?
Sounds like a name.
Okay.
Phenylalanine.
All right, everybody,
Oh, yeah,
we're playing
that
Dungeons
guy.
and Dragons today. Last time
Quicker than last time.
Last time was just a Gorgon fight.
It was pretty cool though.
Yeah, it was fun. They didn't kill the Gorgon because it ended up having some babies. Which,
Well, not right there on the spot.
yeah, it ended up possessing some babies.
Grim out of kittens.
And so they
It's
spared
a
it.
ghost?
They spared the babies, and then they locked it back in its cage. And at the end of last episode, Slivius Bile,
Yep.
the quartermaster for the ship, was wandering down the stairs, probably concerned with all the ruckus and all the shaking and banging and all the different things happening down here in this cargo hold. And he was in the middle of trying to say, "What is going on down here?" when a hurricaneous wind just took away his voice as he's standing in the stairwell.
Yep.
You can't
So
hear
there,
anything.
there is no door there, right? It's just
No, yeah, it's
an
just
open stairwell.
it's got walls on it. Remember, it's got walls
Right.
as you come down, but there's no door. So there's nothing separating he and
There's a
and
door
Grim.
now. It's me.
And so
A
yeah,
significantly rotten floorboard behind him as well.
Yep.
yes, behind him. So he
We
walked.
don't know how that got there.
We'll say he made it to the bottom of the stairs whenever he was speaking, this, and he's now standing in front of, we'll call it, Misako has joined you, Arlo and Grim, and Misako's got his hands over his, or his fingers in his ears, plugging his,
Does he have ears?
yeah, they're long.
Oh,
Remember
alright.
like Jack and
Yeah,
Jackson, Jack?
Yeah.
I keep picturing him as like a snake man.
Yeah, yellow-skinned snake man.
Yeah.
But he has ears like that. But other than that, yellow skinned snake man is pretty cool.
Misko's not supposed to be on the ship either,
Correct.
because he was a fat dwarf.
Correct.
A fourth, if you will.
Yes. But he also, you're not even supposed to,
I'm not supposed to be down here, but no, that was my dad. That's right.
Yeah.
None of us.
None of you.
No, but the captain has seen me, so it's fine.
Technically, there was a bear on the manifest for the cargo,
Was there?
but it was like a bear cub or something. So.
Sure.
But I'm hoping at this point
Long
it just
journey.
said bear.
Well, you guys have only been on the water for like a little over a day at this point.
Chaos.
That whole battle took like a minute and a
Yeah.
half tops.
Mm-hmm. So he's in the middle of saying that. So then the wind begins to pick up, and he's like, What is this blasted wind? What are you doing this? Turn it off! Turn off this wind!
I run in front of him and like get between him and the bear, and I'm just like holding my arms out. Which, of course, I know the bear is Arlo, but
He's like leaning into you, saying, are you making this wind?
are we actually in the effect of the wind?
It's a 10-foot radius, so like it's pretty much like centered on me.
I know, but
It's
have
me.
you like? Are you at the?
Can I stealth
Where
to
exactly
the other
are
end
you? Are
and
you
go up the
just
other
like?
stairs?
I said I was
Were the
going
other
like right
stairs
to the
destroyed?
door.
Okay, then yeah.
They're
then,
locked
yeah,
from the
we're
outside.
in it. I'm gonna need
Well, I guess you didn't check that one, but
back.
you want me to help you out?
They're locked from the outside.
It's locked the same way that you got into this staircase.
Okay. Then I might have to go get that other lock.
So I'm gonna say with this spell though that for like this is like happening like an inch out from the bear. Like
Yeah, so we definitely won't be able to hear each other.
yeah.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
a
like,
large bear. So.
I'm just gonna like kind of signal to go back as
Yeah.
I'm.
And so to visualize this audience, Grim has put himself between Slivius and Arlo the bear and is putting one arm towards
no,
No?
I'm like making myself as big as possible.
Okay.
T-posing in front of this
Okay,
bear.
in front looking
facing the bear.
Okay, gotcha. You're trying to tell him to stop.
No, I'm like holding.
I'm trying.
Keith,
I'm
I've
confused.
spoken words saying what I'm doing. I'm in front of the bear, facing the bear, in between the bear and I want to say Clavicus Vile, because that's where you probably got the name.
Slivius.
It's very close. And I'm just being imposing in front of the bear, like I'm guarding Slivius.
Okay, gotcha.
For the
And then
record,
one
Arlo is not imposed upon.
I know you're not, because I'm not rolling anything.
Yeah.
But and then I do transition to have one hand out like that, and I'm using the other hand to push to like signal the guy to go back.
To go back upstairs.
Backwards, yeah, back up.
I'm not going up the stairs. This needs to stop down here.
I can't hear him. None of us can hear him. None of us hear anything. So
I
I'm just gonna back up.
I see his
I am
gestures
too.
and stuff, and I back up towards where like Misiko is.
Still with the wind blowing.
But are we out of the 10-foot radius?
Yeah, well, if you
Anybody who's like not all up on top of me they're gonna be able to hear. It's just windy.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then now his screaming would be right in my ear.
What are you?
Oh, shut up!
I'm going to ask rather politely, what the devil is going on down here?
I'm still like facing the bear. The Gorgon escaped first. Well, technically not. The lock was broken.
First, Mr.
Slivius, be quiet. I'm talking.
How do you know
Listen.
my name? You're not supposed to be here.
I have permission from the captain. Shush.
No, you don't.
Shush. No, shush.
I know about all permissions
Shush.
from the captain.
I reach out and put my finger on his lips. Shush.
He does stop talking for a brief second.
Thank you.
This is what you're doing.
I just fought the Gorgon. I got 3 hours of sleep. Bear with me, please.
I wanted him to laugh.
Arlo walks up.
Yes, I see there's a bear.
There's a bear with wind, and the Gorgon escaped. Well, no, forgive me. The Gorgon did not escape. The Gorgon was set loose. If you go over and examine the lock, you can see that it was pried open. It's a bit damaged, scratched, possibly.
Interesting.
And so, I'm here dealing with these things. Gorgon is safe. It's back in its cage, locked up, safe and sound.
Slivius says, I need you to roll a performance first of all, or deception. Deception. You're not acting. You're deceiving.
Is he deceiving?
He's trying
17. No, everything I've said is the truth, sort of.
to. Right, but the sort of part.
But the sort of, well,
He has a reason.
I get the mechanics of it.
Well, not beyond that. He has a reason to roll. He has a reason to do this. All right, what'd you roll? I rolled 14.
17?
All right, so he's not completely suspicious of you, but he does have a question for you.
Quasi-suspicious.
He says, "What is your name?"
Grim? No, I don't say it like that. My name is Grim. I'm sorry for being rude earlier.
It's quite all right.
I meant to be rude much later.
Are you? Question for you.
Another?
I've been around the block a little while. You know, I'm an old elven man, meaning that I've lived for many hundreds of years. Bears don't normally have wind.
They don't. I would agree with you.
This bear is casting a spell.
I would assume so.
I'm going to imagine that he is likely not a bear at all. Rather, a man become a bear. Am I right in saying that, Grim?
Finger guns come out. I lower my hands and turn away from Arlo and face Slivius or whatever. You would be wrong in that.
Actually, I believe I know I'd be wrong. It more likely is a gnome. That is.
More likely is a gnome.
Smells a little bit.
Is this the
gnomey.
guy we saw in the bar
No.
several days ago? Several days ago?
Well, it doesn't look like him.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Sure.
I just remember.
No, I'm not saying you should know he doesn't look like him. I'm saying he does. To your memory, he doesn't look like him. Brice is drawing pictures. The wind bear. Yeah, that's. I'm not going to call that a good drawing. If you care about things that get drawn in the middle of the episode, follow me at Tank Media Games and let me know, and I'll get Brice to post those. But
this is starting something here. Windy the Bear. I think this could be turned into some kind of story here.
Windy the Pooh. Anyway, so you've a gnome bear. Would you mind
He
not?
can't hear you.
I can't hear.
I turn and do the slicing across. Not the slicing. Not with the one finger. I do the whole thing. Just
Okay.
waving one hand. Just
And behind you, you can see Grim doing this, like, stop this motion. And then behind you, Slivius looks very, he's smiling, but not like a devilish smile, like an accepting, like, I know what's going on here smile.
we're the
So,
murderers.
Throw a
From,
ball bearing at him.
cave bear version of Arlo just kind of,
Okay.
and then I end the concentration on the.
you just fall on your haunches like an actual bear, just
Yeah, I'm just sitting. I'm just sitting.
squishing.
So you turn off the wind, but you're still a bear.
Yeah, still a bear. Still a little bit of a juicy bear, but still a bear. So.
Okay, so he says, I guess you don't have to not be a bear. Can you understand what I say? Thanks for keeping the wind away.
I nod.
Okay. Splendid. Now, I believe you should have one more with you.
He's
Yes?
somewhere. Yes.
Very well.
Jack, where are you going? Why are you walking away from the microphones, Jack? Jack is
getting
parched.
scared.
Just kidding. Does he need to do something right now?
I mean, I guess not. I'm mostly just calling out and telling you things.
Yeah, Grim's calling to you. You don't have to respond.
He's here somewhere, Silius.
I'm gonna choose not to respond.
But I don't have any information on this man.
The yellow man?
He motions to Misiko. He's like, Grim, what is this elf talking about?
I don't... Misko, we've murdered a man. I've murdered a man. I'm fairly certain that he's talking about that.
Well, I do know about that, Grim. Yes, I do. This is Slivius talking. I do know about that, Grim. Yes. But I have something that... I don't want to talk about it too much because there may be others coming down to see
You
what's
have a
going on.
map.
But I don't have a map. The captain has a map.
Excellent.
I don't. But he pulls out a little, like, metal card from his, back pocket of his trousers. And
It's got a tree on it.
and he opens it up, and it doesn't have a tree on it. It has the symbol of the Servants of the Scale on it, which is that triangle with the line. The only reason y'all have a tree is because the badges for the Lonesome Investigative Department were put like a tree, but on that tree is the symbol, and so he shows you the symbol.
And I dink it to his,
Okay.
and then put it back.
It says, so I imagine you snuck on this boat in some way, because I don't recognize you from seeing you before.
I was the old man.
The old man?
The old man.
I guess we had very few old men. Sure.
So it's just like, I'm
Much-
an old man.
Much shorter than me. We talked about orcs and
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Those blights on the world are still on our ship.
Yes.
Who is this guy?
The quartermaster.
I know that, but you had a conversation with him already?
As
brief
Bruner.
Oh.
On the way on the boat.
Yeah, because
I was not picturing
talking to.
Bruner as an old man, a short old man.
Well, he's shorter than Grim.
Okay.
He's like 5'9", and he's got like white hair. It's like, I mean, he's well aged. He's in his 50s. He's still a powerful
Well, just-
paladin man.
You said shorter old man. I was picturing like
Yeah, you
hunched
can eat it.
over. Yeah.
Well aged with white hair on. I mean, I'm seeing like a brick of cheese here.
Ew, white hair. That's gross.
Hey, you
Josh,
can
take
get
it
a
back.
piece of cheese in the back refrigerator for like a year or two.
There's a type of cheese that they cook on this one specific island where they use maggots to make it. Like that's how, like
Oh,
the
that's
maggots eat it
bad.
and then they poop out the cheese,
That's
I
bad.
don't
and then they
believe
just keep doing that process. And you know what? You know how they eat it?
How?
With the maggots still in it.
I don't believe
That
it.
is.
If I believe you, that means I have to live on the same planet as that, and I refuse to do it.
I'm with you. I'm like, I do not want this part of my reality.
Yeah, I'd reject that. But anyway, Slivius, he says, I don't want to talk too much about it here, but suffice it to say, if you need anything, let me know. We have a few days left on our journey.
We're missing a burb, a kinku,
Yes.
and my armor as well. But that's not really important. I'm just listing off things that were stolen.
Yes.
And my pride.
I was told to expect a kinku as well. I've not seen him.
Well, some creature stolen, left marks on the ship, and
A creature.
stole a boat, possibly. I don't know that part. I don't know if those two things are connected.
I've been made aware of the boat being missing.
I'm supposed to see you tomorrow about the scratches.
Yes, well, it's so early in the morning. It is
Today.
It is today now. It's I've been informed. Yes, they just recently left me out of the brig because I've been informed of the falling. What was I calling it? Lifeboat. The captain, locked me in the brig for the night. She's not a bad captain, but she's got a hot head. And sometimes I feel sorry for Guh and how he has to spend his time with her as well as the rest of the crew. They treat him so poorly. He motions to Big Bear over here, like kind of to say, like, I'm sorry. Kind of a motion like, I'm sorry you have to see someone of your race getting so mistreated here on this boat, because you do recognize, like, anytime you've seen Guh anywhere, like the ship, the people of the ship kind of mistreat him. They call him names, and they kind of kick him around. They don't treat him right. Talazar treats him the best, but she still doesn't treat him very well because he's really more of like a slave, just a machine with hands to do her bidding. Or whatever, but Flivius says, "Yes, I will investigate, but there shouldn't be any creatures on this ship. I don't know of any creatures that, besides this Gorgon and a few other animals that we have down here, but nothing."
Bear Arlo here investigated I was going to say it, but he investigated the scratches more thoroughly than I could, so perhaps he can tell you about them. If he weren't a bear.
You're talking about the scratches
on the side of the boat. They lead down to our room.
Yes.
And Misko here, the companion we found on the road.
Yes. Hello, my name is Misko. I've joined these fellows on the road.
Yes. He was. Misko, were you attacked, or you just saw Burb get taken by the hairy arm creature?
I was not attacked myself. I remember the bird it reached into the room, pulled him away.
Yes, the hairy armed creature reached into the room and pulled Burb away.
A hairy armed creature.
Do I need to show you the arm? I reach for Misko.
No, it won't be necessary. I've received no other word of this monster, and you're saying it's a large monster.
I only told the captain of it 3 hours ago, roughly.
I fear someone is playing tricks. I fear that there's some sort of subversion going on in this ship. Maybe someone else knows you're here. I don't know if the army knows you're here. They share the boat with you, but maybe there's someone else here trying to...
We can lure them down here and kill them.
One army knew the bird was there. Arm.
When Grim says we can lure them down here, Arlo was sitting. He wants to stand back up. Like, yeah, why not?
I can. Do the orc men, do they have rooms?
Yes, they also have quarters where they sleep in.
Above us?
Yes.
I can I activate the necrotic or whatever on my arm. I can bring them down here.
Based on what I've...
Into the open jaws of a bear.
Is that what you've done? Well, there are 2 floors above us. You would have to go through 2.
Twice the fun.
They would have to fall through
Twice
the galley.
bear.
Is our room... Okay. Our room is above that?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because remember, you got cargo hold, galley, rooms, and then the top deck.
Okay.
I don't know, but it seems if there is someone on the ship or some ones on the ship who are trying to hurt you or try to get something from you,
it's good.
I would imagine surely soon they will make a mistake. Maybe you ought to just try to be safe, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
We try our best to stay safe, but...
Sounds good. Jack, Arlo, Misko, I'm going to reinstate our disguises. If you would join me.
Misiko says, I did enjoy being a small, porky man.
Porky.
And so I take
I'm gonna come out. No, I'm gonna wait till he's put the disguise on to leave where I am.
Okay.
Oh wait, he has to touch
I
me.
have to touch you.
You stinky doo-doo man.
You can just wait.
I can't just wait. I'm gonna wait.
Also, Slivia says, "Rest assured, your secret safe with me."
Yes, please keep that.
I-
And also don't mention the rotted floors that I did it.
Of course.
But you can blame it on me, just not on the man I'm about to become.
Last night was chilly night. We'll blame it on some
Chili.
rather.
We'll blame it on Kevin.
Yes, we'll blame Kevin for this.
Buzzing.
Kevin is always causing trouble.
Always
always-
dropping his chili.
Kevin is always vomiting spicy chili. Every time we have it, he has 2 great bowls.
I slip on the mask, and as he's talking, I turn myself into Bruno.
Okay. Very, very impressive. Just rest assured, your secret is, of course, safe with me. My loyalty lies with our world. That whatever restores balance and gets rid of this evil council that is trying to throw us into ruin. It is
Evil council.
That is where my loyalties lie.
So, have any of you seen that movie?
Which one?
Kong Pao?
If I have, it's been a long time.
So
That is not a new movie.
No, it's not.
So Brunner has transformed. Misako reaches out for a touch,
Does he
I
roll
slap
out?
his hand.
and then he shrinks down into a dwarf. I'm back, everyone. It's Porky.
Arlo's just shaking his head.
Okay. What next? Who's next?
I'm waiting. I'm sitting there waiting on Arlo if you're gonna come over. I'm not gonna force the change on you.
I'm good.
You're just gonna stay bear.
I'm stay bare for just a few minutes.
Oh yeah, you weren't transformed anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear shakes his head.
Yeah.
Can you
Arlo's
drop
just
your
shaking his
disguise
head.
on your own, or does he have to?
You can drop it on your own.
Okay.
You'd have to be touched to get it.
Okay.
Gotta be touched.
Jack, what you doing? You still hiding?
Yep.
Okay. Slivia says, "Well, if you see me around, feel free to come and say hello, but we might want to keep our distance so as not to, cause suspicion. I will go back to my duties."
I will need to speak with you in a few hours about going to investigate the scratches, though.
Yes, very well. It's still early morning, so get some rest if you'd like, and then we will begin our search come daylight.
Excellent.
Cool. He goes and walks back up the steps.
Dramatically.
It was
or
good,
just-
good meeting you, Slivius.
Yes, it's good meeting you all for real as well, and it's good to know that you are the people I've searched for. Quick question though.
Yes,
Do any of you have this lock from this door?
Jack does.
Well, it'll be my hide if it's not there any longer. So
Jack, would
it
you
would truly please me. Excuse me, Grim. It would truly please me if this lock was returned and I don't have to spend another night or 2 in the brig.
That would help us as well. Jack, will you please return the lock?
I emerge from behind the box, take the lock off my
Slit his
belt,
throat.
and throw it to him.
You throw it to Slivius?
Yep.
Ah, you must be the 3rd member. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Jack,
always.
is it?
Indeed.
Okay. He catches the lock and
Uh-oh.
Zenas is laughing and about to spit something. He's gonna clue us in.
Always a pleasure to meet another suave elven fellow like myself. And I'm gonna
Yes.
put a hand on Thaddeus' shoulder.
Bruner.
And- Bruner? Oh yeah.
My Grim's name is Thaddeus.
And then I assume Jack's father's visage goes over his own.
Yep. So everybody's transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Zenas, you want to tell us what you're laughing at?
I find it funny to sometimes when there are 2 words to take the first letter of each word and switch the words they
no.
go to.
Throw up the lock.
I didn't quite realize that doing that would actually produce words for Jack Law. It's Lackjaw.
Oh, okay. All right. So you toss him the lock, and he says, "Like I will of course replace this once you all exit, if it is your intent to." And so he goes and says, "But for now, I'm going to get some breakfast. They're just putting out the food this morning." So he goes up and he puts the lock in his pocket and goes to talk to one of the chefs or whatever, so they're not looking towards the door if you guys want to come out and into the breakfast room.
I do that.
Cool. Grim comes up. Jack also comes up. Misako follows.
Before I
Porky.
leave, I turn back and give Arlo a nod. And
I
then,
nod back.
and then I leave.
Okay.
A giant bear stomach is growling.
You stayed in the thing?
Hmm?
You stayed in the thing, or you're coming up?
I'm staying downstairs. Like nobody on this ship even knows what I even look like. So
It is true.
I'm staying out of the way.
All right. So it is still morning. There are several hours till dawn.
I go get some food. I
Okay.
get 2 plates of food.
Grim gets 2 plates of food.
I was gonna say I would like to before the story continues too much. I would like to finally get some rest.
Of course, yeah.
I rested a bit. Then chaos happens. I'm going to take a nap and eat some food if it is thrown down the stairs.
Sure. Now's the time to take a rest if you guys want, or grab some food or whatever it is you want to do.
Short rest.
I'm gonna grab 3 plates of food.
Okay. Grim must be hungry.
All of yours.
Excuse me. Grim, you must be hungry, lad.
You could say that.
You
I
still
do.
said Grim.
I just did.
Yeah. I don't know who Grim is. I don't know who.
Excuse
you're
me.
talking about.
Sorry, I've told you by the wrong name.
My name is Bruno.
It takes some time to get used to this porky body.
Is there a table that is well secluded-ish?
Well secluded. I thought you were gonna say well lit.
Well
No,
lit.
they're sure. Yeah, there's a table that's secluded
Okay,
near the staircase if you like.
okay. I'm gonna go to that table. There's a dog outside.
Since when are there dogs around
Since
here?
right now, this is our reality.
Okay. What were you gonna do with the plates?
Is the door still open?
Yeah. Slivius he's moving towards it though. He's getting ready to come lock her down.
Okay. I'll just pass the plates to Slivius then.
Okay.
Will you set these down? Will you set these down there, Slivius?
Yes, of course I will. And he takes the plates and sets them on the top of the stairs.
Slivius was never seen again.
And I give like a knock on the floor with my boot.
Okay. And so Slivius shuts the door, locks the lock. Then you see the golden come up.
I was gonna try to rot the floor again. I was just gonna take off my shoe, put my foot on the ground, and just rot through, and then kick the plates in there.
Slivius also comes by and he says,
Get you
I
some
hate-
Dr. Shoal, friend.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to leave these basement doors locked, because if anyone goes downstairs and finds orc bones and an injured Gorgon, heads will begin to roll up here. So
Tip of the iceberg wherever we go.
yeah.
That's I understand.
But I trust that one of you knows the combination to get back down there if you need to return.
I would hope so. And then I go upstairs and go to sleep. Good morning, Slivius.
Before I go and take a little nappy nap, I want to see if I can seek out the Gorgon gorer horn
Sure.
that flew off in battle.
Yeah, roll a little nature for, we'll say roll in nature to pick this out among all the debris that's down there.
17.
Sure, you're able to bear over there
Hey.
and bear with me, but you can pick this thing up.
With your bare hands.
Barely. Yeah, for the bare hands.
So it's just a big old hunk of
It's
horn.
a big old horn.
Big old hunk of horn. Okay.
Bloody, nasty horn.
Oh.
Kind of metalish.
I'll wipe it off a little bit and throw that down in the old pack when I debarify.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. Sorry, you got yourself a bear horn now. I mean, a
Bear horn.
You got yourself a Gorgon horn. Did you go grab the food from the stairs?
Is it
Oh
like
yeah,
a human
definitely.
horn?
Okay.
That was first thing.
Okay. So did you just eat it like a bear, or did you eat it with your bare hands?
One of those was from Misko, by the way. But I don't
No,
know.
Misko came with
Yeah,
me.
he came.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Porky.
Oh, yeah.
Porky's
That's right.
Yeah, these are both mine.
That's
So there's barely any plate left.
Nice.
So,
Okay, so you're full bear.
Full
What do
bear,
you-
happy bear.
You gonna lay down for a
Shared
little
with the
rest?
Dying mother Gorgon.
Yeah, no.
No, she's not dying anymore. She's got like 30-something health.
Brought this on herself. So anyway, I'm going to find a corner that's not destroyed and then debarify and sleep.
Okay,
I've been doing a lot of resting.
of course. Get you some sleep.
I burned through it a lot.
All right, Jack, you going to rest?
I'm going up to the room.
Okay, that's where Grim has also gone, and Porky's going to finish up his meal. When you leave, Porky's still chowing down. Like, this This dwarven body, it's so hard to fill it with food. So he keeps eating his breakfast.
Is our cart still safe?
Your cart is still safe.
Excellent.
Though I will say there's some
With its
tattering
cargo.
and tears on the covering because of all the wind and all the craziness that
Flying
went on.
splinters.
It took a little bit of damage. It looks like it'll still roll just fine.
Our cargo is still safe.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a bunch of nasty basilisk flesh on that thing.
It's
So
not flesh, it's just spikes.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
30
I have
seconds
basilisk
spikes.
eyes in my pocket.
that's okay.
Jack,
Yeah, all that looks safe.
Are we? Is it like
My
full
legs
rest
going
time?
numb.
Yeah,
Excellent.
there's enough time left in the morning. We'll say you guys you'll sleep in a little bit.
I'm not sleeping. I just went up to the room.
Okay,
I want
Grim is gonna sleep.
Yeah, I'm taking on.
I want to look back out the window at the scratches.
Okay.
I'm looking for something specific this time.
All right,
Do I
what
roll
you looking
perception or investigation for this, or do you want to know what it is first?
You already know where the scratches are, so you can see them. Tell me about this investigation roll now.
Okay, so I'm looking to see if there's multiple tracks of scratches, like something came to the window and then left, or if it was in the room and already and left.
Okay, gotcha. Roll what's your roll?
I'm gonna use my luck point.
Okay.
I rolled a investigation 20,
Okay.
not natural.
It looks like the scratches only go down.
Okay.
It looks like the scratches begin at the top near the window, and excuse me, that would be more accurate. And they only go. The 3-prong scratches only go down. Whatever they were doing, the scratches are going down.
So there's no scratches leading to it.
No.
I see. Interesting.
I would love for just Grim to like lay on his back and just stare up into the top of the room, and there's just this giant like 4-legged creature up there. Just was that there before?
Burp in his mouth.
It's just like a head with one big hairy arm and 3 claws just hanging from the ceiling, swinging back and forth.
Like the Skulltulas from Ocarina of Time.
Sure.
Show up.
Sure.
Disney reference. I know it's a good Zelda reference. I know it's a good Zelda game. I've never played it.
Good Disney.
Eventually, it'll be a Disney reference.
Probably.
I would love. Well, I think part of the problem with Zelda is, canonically he just doesn't speak, so it'd be really hard to make a Zelda movie. Or excuse me, Link doesn't speak. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Could you imagine though, like a trailer for a Legend of Zelda movie, and like it's like, is it Zelda? Is it Zelda? Is it Zelda? And then all you hear, you see a blue flash of a sword, and you hear, "Yeah!" That's it. And everybody just stands in the theater and cheers. That's Zelda, baby! All right. Anyway, sorry. I definitely know that Zelda is not Link, and Link is not Zelda. I'm almost beat Breath of the Wild.
No.
Gotta go kick Ganon's booty now.
That's the big get that game.
You can have it when I'm done with it if you want.
Nice.
So, what were we talking about?
Nap time.
I found
Yeah.
scratches and he's sleeping.
Yeah, so Grim,
found
you'll get a
bear
full
horn.
rest if you want it. It'll take you till about 10 a.m. to get it. But what were you doing?
I found a bear horn. I can get a full rest?
Yeah, if you want.
Before
Or a
he
long
commits
rest.
to his sleep, I'm gonna slap him several times on the forehead real quick.
Okay.
Well, I'm setting up Sir Stuff before we go to sleep.
Sure. Yeah, Sir Stuffed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we say? Sorry, there was something about
I forgot. There's something.
how do we
I
lock
said.
Sir Stuffed in. There was some weird thing we did with Sir Stuffed.
Something. I think I like saluted him, but I said something, or I did this, like put my hand over my heart.
You had to like it's like putting like a little kid to bed. Like, okay, now Sir Stuffed, you're gonna watch this.
yeah.
And you're gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I'm explaining that to him. Knelt down on like one knee with my arm resting on my other knee as
And did I force you to tell him good night or something? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But
No, I'm doing that, just telling him to watch over me in the room.
yeah.
Good night was said in the last episode, and I thought that was awesome because he's Sir Stuffed watching over you while you sleep. Good night.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Where you going, Jack?
Grab a thing.
I thought you were gonna talk to me though.
Huh? I am. But they were doing a thing, so.
Sir Jack is getting the thing.
Getting the thing.
Sir Jack.
All right.
Yeah, gotta get his church fan.
There we go.
It's hot up in here.
It is a bit of the warm
It's
side.
getting toasty.
Yep.
We're in the summer times of 2005.
Bruna.
Oh, I forgot I'm Bruno. Yes?
Oh, wait, you're not asleep yet.
No.
These scratches. There's only one trail of scratches. There's none leading to the window, only leading away.
That's very strange. There were no scratches. Were there scratches above the window? Up top on the deck?
Yeah. I think there were some above the window, kind of going down to it.
Do they lead into the window?
But all the scratches seem to be going down. Like if they're from the top, they go down. If they're from the window, they're going down.
The scratches up top were going down too.
Okay. I had assumed I would have seen that when I looked out the window.
I apologize. The DM forgot about the scratches above the window.
Okay, never mind. Go back to sleep.
No, I don't think you were there with us when we were looking at them.
I was on the deck, like as y'all were going over, and y'all were like, "Hey, there's scratches over here."
Okay.
And I was inside, and I could hear the conversation from inside the cabin as well.
Very true. Oh. I do not know what this means, but I worry for Burb.
I suppose it means nothing.
Alright then, good night. Now go to sleep.
Cool.
What you rolling over there, Keith?
Nothing. Sleep down.
I'd like to roll perception, Keith.
No, you can't. I promise you, without a shadow of doubt, if you roll perception, it has nothing to do with what I was just doing.
Okay, because my passive perception is 19.
I
Keith.
promise. I promise. I promise I'm not trying to pull any trickery on you. Any trickery outside of what the rules allow me to pull.
You're just rolling how bored you are with this conversation between
No,
Jack and Bruno.
No, I want
between
more.
Jack's father
I want more conversation.
back.
Okay, so
You can't handle
Jack,
a
what do you do with the rest of your evening if
Jackson.
you're not going to sleep?
Huh? Just, I don't know. Go outside. I'm gonna go sit in the galley.
Okay, gotcha. So you go down there and sit. They're preparing breakfast. They get started pretty early because ship tasks begin pretty early. I mean, really by 4 a.m. there are crew members trickling in to have breakfast. If you just want to sit
Actually,
and hang out there,
can I go back to the kitchen and see if I can help with anything?
of course you can.
Sweet, I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you go down there and you meet a chef. He's a pretty burly fella. And he's back there chopping up veggies and getting stuff prepared. Brice, I'll let you decide what they're having for breakfast this morning.
I don't know.
What kind of meal would you like to help prepare?
What do you normally eat on a boat?
There are cured meats involved, but he's also planning to cook something. What's butchery that you'd like to help him with?
I don't know. I feel like if we're traveling a long distance, it's probably going to be mostly something that doesn't go bad.
Yeah,
So like taters and stuff.
sure.
Had a bunch of mastiffs around here yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't know where they went.
So I'm thinking like fried chunked potatoes and some sort of meat and gravy.
Okay, so you walk over there, and this big burly chef turns around. He says, "Hey,
Oh God.
what are you doing over here?
I've come to see if I can assist with anything.
Assist with anything? What? I'm the chef. You think I need help?
I don't know. That's why I've come here.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I do need help. I hate the breakfast. I hate the breakfast shift. I need help cutting these potatoes. You know how to cut potatoes?
I can cut a potato too. Do you need them peeled first?
Make sure you don't wash your hands. I hate these crew. I hate this crew. No, we're gonna do them natural style.
Grim vomits.
I got this tub of salt. I want you to rub each potato in salt and then cut it up.
All right, I can do that. And I
Booming blade.
take out the giant cleaver.
I want to roll perception on this cleaver real quick for the chef.
Okay.
He doesn't notice any sort of like blood stains or any sort of nastiness going
The
on.
handle started white.
Yeah, I don't know how diligent you are at cleaning this blade.
I feel like Jack's pretty diligent
Yeah,
with
he
that.
probably is. So he doesn't notice anything like that. He says, "Well, I really appreciate you coming over here and helping me out."
And I haven't killed anything with it like
Yeah, that's
in
true.
months.
Recently. But yeah, cut those potatoes. I'm gonna work on this meat over here. We're making a
meat.
same thing we're doing every morning. Potatoes and meat. It's potatoes and meat. You've been here for a day.
It's like any trip to Waffle House.
All right, so he's
That's
over
really
there.
what I'm picturing.
You need to roll to see how effective you are at performing this cooking.
Sugar. What am I rolling?
Performance?
Rolling
Sleight
my
of
regular
hand, I guess. Cooking.
cleaver bonus.
Sure, you're good at this. You're a butcher.
14.
Take advantage on this roll.
Advantage. Still 14.
Nice. So you're
Butchering them
very effective at butchering the taters. You got it. You got them cut up. They're sliced dice. They're sliced dice, and you did it nice. And there's plenty of the chef is impressed. Like, wow, you've cut potatoes before, I'm sure. That's very impressive.
Yes, I'm quite. I don't want to use the word proficient because I'm trying not to use game mechanics. Well versed with knife skills, I suppose.
Very clever.
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? What's your profession?
I own a butcher shop
Owned.
in Fark. Yes,
What takes you to Buckland?
just traveling around. Needed some time away,
Ooh.
but can't seem to get away from work. It's always on my mind, so I figured I'd come help you.
Well, I can't seem to get away from this ship. I'd love to. I do appreciate your company.
It's darker when you realize that work is butchering orcs.
I was thinking that.
Just can't get away from
So,
work.
is there anything you want to talk to this chef about or anything, or you just want to hang out with him?
Just two butchers hanging out.
Is there anybody else working in the kitchen?
The
Just
chef
him by himself for
isn't
breakfast.
working.
Oh, I see. Then I want to talk to him about that.
Okay.
Chef.
Yes?
I never caught your name.
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton.
No, pink.
Pinkerton Toulouse is my last name.
Pinkerton, Toulouse.
It's just Pinkerton. I've got a stutter.
Chef
We're gonna call you
Toulouse. Why are
My
you
friends call me Tally.
Chef Tally, then, if you don't mind.
Just Tally. Don't call me Chef.
I'm going to murder this man.
I'm just kidding. I like Chef Tally actually.
I see. Well, Chef, why are you the only one working in the kitchen for such a large vessel?
It's just breakfast shift. There's more chefs. They're getting some sleep.
I see.
But I usually work breakfast because they don't like me so much. On account of my voice.
Wait, I had a Band-Aid on. Where'd it go? Never mind, it'll be alright.
Yes. Well, if you ever need more help, just feel free to ask.
Sure, I'll holler for you if I need some more help.
I'll be in the galley every morning anyway.
What's your name, mister?
Curtis. I don't remember. What was Jack's father's name?
Did you write it down somewhere?
I think it was. I did. I think it was something simple like Alan or something.
It wasn't Alan.
It definitely wasn't Alan.
I know.
We'll
I
say
just
you.
mean it's simple.
You say what it is.
I say what it is.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure's all mine.
Jeremiah.
Really?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Dang.
Well,
Well,
Clairman, Jeremiah, Bruner, and Porky.
There we go.
nicely done, Josh. That's some thorough note taking.
That's some thorough nerd
There's some thorough nerd taking there.
Did you write down Pinkerton?
Pinkerton,
I wrote
Toulouse.
Pinkerton Toulouse.
I appreciate you doing that. I need to write them down too.
Next morning's breakfast.
Pinkerton. Toulouse. Also, aka Tally.
Tally. Oh yeah.
Chef.
I need to write that.
Wasn't Toulouse one of the cats from Aristocats?
I don't
Toulouse.
know.
Yeah, I think it was the fat one.
I think so.
Toulouse is the place in France where they're known for having the foie, the goose liver stuff. So.
Oh boy.
Man, really? I thought about all of that on the way through to get to Toulouse.
It is a chef town.
Yeah.
Sad situation on that.
Okay. So
Chop and
he
taters.
said they don't really like me, so they put me on this ship. But it is a pleasure to meet you.
Weird. Yeah. Pleasure's all mine.
Okay. Well, chop those taters now. We got breakfast to make. We're gonna be down here a while.
Yeah. And I continue chopping taters.
Okay. Cool. And scene.
Hours later.
All right. So you help him out with breakfast. It takes you a little while. By about 8 a.m., you've chopped all the potatoes there are to chop. Breakfast has been completed.
8 a.m. the next day.
And the only thing left is just the food on the warmers on the galley bar where people have to come in to get them.
Need some chopping.
And people have passed through or whatever, but just kind of people have been passing through. The orcs have come back. By about 6 a.m., the orcs have gone back to their posts. The ones on the deck, the ones in the quarters, and the ones on the the galley area. but they don't seem to be concerned that they're missing 2 orcs and a mage. You haven't seen any, or Jack, you don't see any of them like, come down. Where's they're supposed to be in the room last night or what?
Last night was chilly night.
Yeah, the ones that you killed in the cargo hold. So Grim, you're waking up. Arlo, you're waking up. If you want to be,
I grab, so stuffed,
You hear,
and I go, good job, and I go upstairs.
Yeah, he sheathes his sword on his hip.
Can I just hold out my hand and him like run up my arm and then jump into my pocket where
Yeah,
he is?
he hops on your hand whenever you tell him that he's finished for the night or whatever. He puts his sword back in the thing and he goes he gives you a big bear thumbs up and then hops into your pouch.
I give him a thumbs up as well.
And then he flops
And
down
then-
like a toy from Toy Story.
When he's in there, I pat it wherever it may be upon my person.
Okay.
And then I go up to the top deck looking for Slivius.
Okay. Arlo, what do you want to be doing?
Sliverlicious.
Just so I can be thinking about it.
I want
Violicious.
to investigate that lock, that cage, that thing. I want to see if there's anything nefarious going around in the area.
The Gorgon cage?
My thought is the doors were locked, the cage was opened, and I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together here.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, go ahead and I'll let you investigate that. There's not a whole lot to be done down here in the cargo hold for now, so we'll do that and then I'll probably finish out with Grim on the deck.
Okay, we're doing it. So, investigation or perception?
Investigation. You already see the lock.
It's a 12.
Really all you can determine from that is the same thing that Grim determined when he was holding it, is that it looked like it was knocked open. You can see some of this lock is painted black, kind of like your typical black lock with the steel actual curvy locking part. I don't know what you'd call that. Mechanism, I don't know. Whatever you call that curvy part.
The hasp.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea. That seems like what it is, though.
Is that a sound you made up, or are you thinking?
No, I think it's a word. I'm gonna look
Okay.
it up.
I think
Cool.
that's the thing.
Y'all continue.
It's a word. I don't know what
Gotcha.
it is.
Never.
It's like the little
I believe
locking
you.
thing. Oh, we're gonna find out.
Anyway,
Internet.
what you see is like one of the corners is very obviously bashed. Some of that black paint has been removed.
Can I roll a perception to see if anything else around the area has been disturbed
Sure. Yeah.
outside of our battle? I guess.
Yeah. Of course.
Be
Be a little bit tougher since we did have a battle down there.
It's a 12.
Okay. You don't see anything else. You don't see anything else that's been tampered with or bothered. Like your cart seems to be, full of stuff. You didn't count all the scales, but the spines, but they seem to be there. The only thing that seems out of place is this lock on this Gorgon cage that seems to have been tampered with.
Okay. Other than that, I guess I'll just. I'm just kind of chilling down in the cargo thing for a little while. I want to kind of remain like off the beaten path. I guess not necessarily like hidden, but I don't want to be like right there in the middle of everything.
So you want to hang out like in the cart or?
I'll hang out underneath the cart.
Okay, underneath the cart. Sounds good.
And I want to read through one of my books that I found. None of them was pop-up books, I don't think. But
Okay, cool.
I guess I'll look for like Jack found a book on like sea critters or whatever. So
Right. You said you found. Did you pick a book? Did you take a book from the thing?
I asked
I
if
took
there was
2.
books on animals or whatever, and he said, "Oh, I found this one." So.
I said I found this one, and you said it's a book on sea creatures. I handed it to him. He put it in this thing.
And then did you?
I found a book on sailing 101, and I have that one.
You have that one.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm gonna learn about a few sea critters.
Okay, cool. You want to roll intelligence, see how much you learn?
Well, I am Arlo.
You struggle to read, but
7.
okay, you don't.
Mighty 7.
This one's a struggle. You don't get a whole lot from this book today. You're looking at pictures. You see several creatures, and several creatures that you probably even think might be useful to be able to turn into while you're on this boat. But as of now, you just don't get quite enough information from them in the time that you've got with the book to really lock that in. Because I think you can.
It's opening the book, and the first thing I see is a anemone, and that word is just it's terrifying.
It bogs you down for a while.
Yeah, that's I'm assuming that's what gets him bogged down for a while is the weird words and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you've got that book, and Jack, you have a book on. You have that kind of worn book on sailing, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of worn down and well used. Okay, cool. On Sailing 101. Gotcha. I need to write down those books.
It's called a shackle.
A shackle?
Okay.
The U of the lock is called a shackle. The hasp is like it's any metal hinged thing that closes things.
Sweet. Okay.
Or like
Okay.
that keeps things closed.
There you go. That is your word of the day, everybody. We got shackle.
Okay, so the shackle is not broken; it's just a lock that's messed up. So you're
The
reading
hasp
your
is
book.
okay.
The hasp is okay. Okay,
That
Grim.
doggone shackle.
Let's go to the deck and see what you're up to.
I'm just gonna look around for Slivius.
You spot him. He's on the deck, kind of looking up, pointing around, telling people what to do and who and how to do it. And
Saunter over to him.
okay.
Good morning,
Good morning.
sir.
It was
Bruna.
Bruna. Yes, Bruna. Good morning, sir.
This is going to be awkward, Slivius,
Why?
because I'm not the one who's supposed to talk to you.
Oh,
Grim is supposed to talk to you.
very well. I suppose that you don't need this disguise if the captain is not. I'm the one who really takes care of the manifests and passenger lists and all. Maybe you don't need. Maybe you could just be Grim.
That would be excellent.
Very well. Would you like to be?
Yes, I would like to be me.
I'm free to be me.
This is perfect because I have to leave the mask on for their disguises to work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just use the mask to turn into Grim.
Oh man. Okay. Cool. All right.
Double
and it's
Grim.
been how many hours? It's been several hours that the two of you have transformed.
It's been 8 hours because I took a long rest.
You turn into yourself, so I'm gonna negate your check. I'm gonna need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
So wait, has a day passed
Since when?
since I broke the lock into the? No, this is just later that day.
Later that day.
Okay,
It was established that a long rest has passed.
Yes.
Okay.
we rolling
8
wisdom.
hours?
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
That's a good old 11.
Okay. You're good. Not you don't experience any adverse effects of the mask.
I thought you rolled a 2. I was like, my God, the wisdom.
The boy is dangerous.
Does Porky need to roll?
Yes, I'll take care of him.
He fails. He gets lost in the pork. Porky 2, the porkening.
The pork. Okay. So yeah, Jack, you're good. You don't experience any adverse effects while you're chopping taters. So Grim, you just do this in broad daylight in front of everybody on the deck?
I mean, I'll go behind some crates. I was imagining like going into a long crate as Bruner and just walking back out as Grim.
That's fine if you want to. Let's roll some stealth on that if you're going to try to hide.
Roll some stealth. 17.
Yeah, of course you are hidden and no one can see you do this.
Excellent. Slivius,
Yes.
I'm supposed to talk to you about investigating the scratches.
Oh yes. Good morning, Mr. Grimm.
Good morning.
Let us go. I believe I am in charge of getting you some rope if you are going to dangle yourself off the ship.
Yes, for liability's sake.
Yes, liability reasons, of course. So he walks over to the main mast and grabs you a big old stack of rope, a big old roll of it. And he tosses it to you and he says, "There you are, sir. Have at it. That's about all we need. I'll watch and make sure you can you're successful with your trip down the side."
Excellent. Now, just
go with the rope.
between you and I'm not going to actually look. I'm doing this for anybody watching.
Oh, why aren't you going to look?
I don't know. I feel as though we've gotten all the information we can from these scratches.
You just don't want the Captain Talazar to be
Yes.
suspicious of.
Indeed.
Very well. Hop down, come back up.
I'd do that.
Okay.
What are acrobatics?
Yeah,
no,
roll some
athletics.
Athletics, yes, sir. So as you go up to the top of the deck, Captain Talazar and Guh are up there, and as you're walking up the stairs, you hear Guh going, "Guh, Guh, Guh, Guh," as he kind of points at you, and he to notify. He's pointing at you and tugging on Talazar, "Guh, Guh," and Talazar, "Would you shut up, please?"
I nod at Guh and smile.
Okay. Guh, gives you a nod back. It truly sounds like their cars are launching off the ground into the atmosphere. Like,
I'm pretty sure some of them are.
And Tal's like, "Go, please, shut up now. Good morning, Grim. You're here to hop down the side.
Yes.
Have at it. I'm steering the ship now.
Good morning to you as well. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome." And so
I got a 16.
Slivius also calls, "Good morning, Captain Talazar." "Yeah, good morning, boat loser. You're a loser that loses boats." It's like, you have at it though, I'm steering the ship.
So I go over and do it. I tie off the rope to the thing.
Yep.
I give some of it to Slivius.
Okay.
Hold me. And then I go down the side.
Closer, tiny dancer. So yeah, you hop down the side. Roll, what's that? Acrobatics or athletics? Roll?
16.
Splendid. You perfectly go down, easy peasy, rappelling.
While I'm down here, I may as well look.
Sure.
I'll do both. I'll do just a general perception to like look down the sides, look up and down, see if I see anything additional.
Okay.
Even though I'm sure there won't be. That's 13.
13. Yeah, you don't see anything extra
Okay.
besides the scratchos.
Then I'm gonna just
There's a Starbucks down here.
I'm just gonna slam my head forward and investigate the scritches I see.
Okay.
That's 13.
13. Again, these scratches, you kind of learn the same thing as Jack. Like they came down from the top. It looks like they started from the top, came to the window, and then down the side. You know, but it doesn't really look like when they go down to the side. It doesn't look like, oh well, it went off to the left or to the right or anything. Like it goes down to almost the bottom of the ship with the waterline.
The boat curves out.
Yeah,
right?
the boat. Yeah.
So could we see? Does it curve further past our window? Like if we're looking out the window, it continues to curve down, or we can see where the boat goes into the water.
It does continue to curve down.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to go down further, Slivius. I'm going to go past the window.
Lower the rope.
Very well.
And then I go down.
He's like, because he's your pretty much your repelling partner.
Yeah.
So he's trying to.
But I've also tied it off to the thing.
Right.
Not to me, but to the thing.
To go.
Right.
So as long as so I'm gonna to go. Weighs 500 pounds. So yeah, do I need to roll again to repel?
No, you're good.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go down past the window, just past where it curves, and I'm gonna look around down there.
Okay.
Tie it off to the densest thing I could find.
There you go.
It goes down.
Down.
And it goes
3 hours
into.
of traveling down.
It goes into the water. The
Scratches?
scratches continue, just straight down and into the water. And it looks like they continue that way.
I climb back up.
Okay.
I climb back up. Slivius, I've got an idea. The scratches go into the water.
Yes.
How long is the rope?
50 feet?
I just picked up a rope.
I mean, I was asking
excuse me.
you, Keith.
Yeah, it's like sort of 50 foot. We'll say 50 feet.
How tall is the boat?
Excuse me. The rope's long enough to get you under the boat.
Okay. Slivius, will you help me tie this around myself in such a secure fashion that there are several fail-safes involved?
One around the waist, one around the neck.
One around the neck and the
Called
groin.
another rope.
Well, Grim, you're in luck. I actually was an elf scout in my boyhood.
Oh,
So he ties you up with a harness on the rope.
and will you secure this? I'm tying myself further down, like way
Gotcha.
down, just to make sure I got plenty of room, way down the rope.
Yeah.
Will you secure this to the railing as well, and be sure that I don't die?
Of course, absolutely. He turns around to Captain Talazar and he says, "Captain, we are going to be doing one more quick maneuver over here. Just don't be alarmed. I've got it under control." And Captain Talazar, "I would expect you do." And you hear Gus say, "Gah." And
With the
then
attitude.
you can do it.
Okay. Do I need to roll to repel?
Not to get down, to get to the water line, no. But we're going to do some rolls under the water.
What do I do to get
Are there any windows in the galley?
Yes, there are windows.
just as I'm like a kid passing their friend in another class, just hey Jack.
Yeah.
Are
Jack,
you actually gonna tap on the window?
I mean, I've got a passive perception of 19. If I see him,
sure.
I'll tap on
We'll
the
say
window.
you see Jack cutting up taters, or
Oh.
finishing up breakfast. By this time you're probably
Butchering
helping
them peanuts.
the chef pull the food off the breakfast line.
All right.
I'll tap at the window a few times.
I'm making hand motions like both of them in the air. Like, what? Why? What are you doing?
I do this. I wave my hand
I'm
like
nodding,
a wave,
following.
and then I put my 2 fingers like a person, and then I put it below where I was doing the waves.
I give you a thumbs up.
roll to interpret.
Do I need to roll that? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well,
He's doing a weird dance with his fingers.
and then I give him a thumbs up as well, and I go down.
Okay.
Something about unicorns. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, what do I roll?
I'm gonna need probably another athletics roll to like kind of stay attached to the ship if you want to look under there.
And grab a few barnacles.
And then what are you gonna do under there?
You can get shredded
That's
by
I
barnacles.
don't know. That's a 20, not natural.
Sure, you're able to hold on.
I'm just gonna, I guess, roll perception to see what I see.
How far down are you going, and what are you looking?
I'll get right under, like,
The water line.
yeah, just completely under, real
Okay.
quick, and I'll look there, and if I don't see anything, I'll go further.
Okay, so your perception is going to be, is going to be probably a disadvantage just because the movement of the waves and seawater and everything.
Got the daggone sea salt in my ass. Well, that's good. It's an 11.
Okay. You see that the scratches stop abruptly, probably 2 feet under the water level. Under the water, they stop down there,
Okay.
and it's like one, and it stops.
Go up, take a breath, go back down.
Okay.
Roll investigation on them scritches. Well, I don't see anything.
Okay.
I got a 7 and a 1.
Okay. The water is it's moving really fast, and you really can't get close enough to really examine what's going on with these scratches, but you can see that they do terminate, like you saw earlier. You see that they terminate underneath that water line.
I climb back up.
Okay. Cool. You want to go back? You're looking for anything else, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. You cruise up to the top, and you are back. And Sylvia says, Did you see what you were looking for?"
Not really. The scratches stop about 2 feet into the water, and not much else.
I am still convinced that there's some sort of trickery afoot here.
I would assume so.
I find it hard to believe that there is a monster aboard this ship and we don't know about him.
I think Jack or Arlo found out that the scratches weren't. You found it. Did you tell us that the scratches weren't monster made?
I did not have that opportunity.
Okay, excellent. Then I do not say that.
Okay.
I would agree with you, I guess. I don't know why I don't know why a monster would just make scratches all the way down 2 feet into the water, from the top at the very least, and why there wouldn't be more.
Splendid. Yes, I don't either.
If it goes on too much longer, I will sink this ship.
Please don't do that.
I will. I want to. Kind of
Please,
want to.
Grim,
Ever since I
please.
saw it,
Grim, please.
thought about it.
Captain Talazar is literally 7 feet away from us.
I'm joking.
What are you joking about?
Just ships and things.
I really don't have time for this morning. I'm steering this ship. I'm very sorry.
No worries.
I hope you found what you needed, but we're running behind on our trip. We've got a few more days left on our journey, so I'm trying to get us there as fast as possible. Hoist the mainsail! Oh, you get down from there!
Not you. You're supposed to be hoisting.
Well, I appreciate you letting me do this, Captain Talazar.
Oh, you're very welcome, Grim. Very welcome indeed. Hey, by chance, you haven't seen a book
A book?
lying around?
Any particular book? I haven't noticed any.
Well, I'm missing 2 books.
I have,
I'm concerned Guz left them somewhere.
uh,
Guz, did you lose our books? And Guz like tugging on Talazar, Guz, shaking his head back and forth, and he's shaking his head back and forth, and he's like opening his hands, you know, kind of like a book would be, and he's like looks very concerned about these books. But he's shaking his head, no, I didn't lose the books. Go.
We're gonna find out Burb stole the mask and he's actually masquerading as Guh this whole time.
Maybe.
The mask that Grim's wearing.
Yeah.
No, Captain, I haven't seen them, but do you know what they look like? If I find them, I can return them.
Yes, we're missing a book on sea creatures and a pretty worn book on sailing. That's what we're missing. Would you mind helping us find those? God loves reading the one about his sailing.
If I find them, I will return them.
Thank you very much. Go, you fool! Losing my books this way.
Quest prompt.
I knew I shouldn't have let you read those books.
Quest prompt. Get books from friends.
And Gus seems very dejected. Like Talazar reaches down and swats Gus in the head, and Gus just turns sad, like he doesn't like us.
I'm gonna roll insight on this Guh.
Okay.
I want to know if he is being truthful in his actions.
About what?
About
Being dumb.
anything. Yeah. I want to.
Okay.
I want to know if he's like
Is you real
putting
dumb?
on a play or if he's actually dumb.
Sure.
I do not trust Guh. Grim does not trust him.
Okay.
Grim is gonna split his head like a watermelon.
Not before tonight.
He's about the size of a watermelon.
22.
Gus seems his Gus are the most genuine Gus you ever heard.
I'm gonna kill him. He's gonna have to die.
Okay.
Or, well, not necessarily kill him, but Guh's a mastermind. You understand this. You understand this, don't you, Jim?
Everyone knows. All right, let's go back to Arlo. Is there anything you've been wanting to do to end our episode?
I just wanted to read some more of my book and everything. Basically, I'm trying to stay unseen as much as possible.
Cool.
Just for record, it is now like daytime and stuff like that. Are the doors unlocked?
The doors are still, well, you would only know if you tried them, but the doors to the basement are still locked for the audience.
Ooh. But I certainly don't know.
Yeah,
that.
Arlo doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Unless you try, and then you'd know. Jack, is there anything you'd like to do to finish our episode?
I'm gonna head down to talk to Arlo in preparation for the morrow, or tonight actually, because that's going to speak to Guh. He's also a gnome, right?
Yeah.
I want to find out if Arlo knows Gnomish. See if Guh can speak Gnomish better than he can speak Common.
Okay. Cool. So, do you want to go over there just in broad view and undo these locks and go downstairs?
No, the lock is in the galley as the stairs down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm down there. I'm still waiting until everybody else is gone.
Kind of clearing out.
Yeah.
Going to work. Cool. Yeah, there's not many people down there. The only person left is Pinkerton, and he's cleaning stuff up.
All right. This
Tally.
is still early in the morning.
We're mid-morning now.
Okay. Then I'll do that.
Okay. Tally is going to notice you. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What, you going downstairs? You're not supposed to go downstairs."
Well, if you were saying like he was cleaning, like he's not gonna notice you.
We need more
Can I stealth if this is the
Oh
case?
yeah, sure. You can be sneaky about it.
All right, I would like to do that. That's a
Just
one.
by just a quick rule of thumb, like if you want to not be seen, let me know completely you want to not be seen.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're not supposed to be going down there. So
Right.
Nobody's supposed to be going down there.
Okay. So yeah, he's cleaning.
All right, cool.
He doesn't say those things that he said. So yeah,
What's that, Pinky?
you unlock the door and open it and go on downstairs.
Nice.
And that's, I think, where we'll stop today for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on iTunes, please be sure to leave us a rating or review. That would be really nice. Follow me on Twitter at @TankManiaGames to keep track of different stuff we do. And, of course, YouTube, there's all kind of game stuff going on. And remember that we love you very much.
Toodles.
Later.